So basically, this person, the username is Psycat. Basically, they, I confronted them on Discord, and basically told them what all was going on with their channel being 90% children. And they said, all right, I will age restrict my videos, they said. And well, it did happen for about a week until they unage restricted everything. And so literally they just proved my point that they do actually go after children, and I can even prove it further through, or not necessarily go after, but they're okay with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the video started. Finally do a response. They said it's a bit extreme, don't you think? Yeah, hold on. Well, to be fair, 90% of your fan base is children. So, and also another thing is, you know that the minors in your Discord, the people in your Discord server are minors too, and there's a lot of disgusting, terrible things that I wish I could forget that I saw in there. But yeah, continuing on. That was my... You know, I really hope this music isn't copyright. Yeah, that was my private Discord message. I was trying to be, kinda polite. Alright, we're just gonna turn down the speed a little bit, because this video goes way too fast, bro. Had me thinking, who is my... Well, hey, I can shut my mouth for a minute. Hold on. Crap, that's... who is your target? More mature. Yeah. But, to be fair, I mean, hold on, we'll get to some more of these points later on. But 90% of the people that still watch this channel are like young or even in their teens. I don't know how old this so-called Psycat is. So, you know, friendly fire. If it's friendly fire, then that's kind of less bad, but it's still not a good thing. Even if it is to like, even like more mature, because I mean, that would kind of imply teens. Anyways, let's continue. Seems to think otherwise by both calling you a pred and acting an entire fool about it. Now, I didn't really act an entire fool about it. This is just, a way they're trying to put more. I'm joking. But I really don't think it was foolish. But me calling you a pred is kind of justified, because basically you unage restricted all of your videos so you could keep getting more popular, more views, and making money off of children. So, like, even if you're not like a pedo, you're still preying off of them for money, or views, or fame, or whatever. Alright, in his video he says that my art style was made to lure in children. I don't actually remember what video it's set. Okay, the phone's ringing. I'm not going to answer it. His video, well, to be fair, whether it was intentional or not, it happened. And you unage restricting everything when all the little kids couldn't watch your freaking fetish videos anymore. So you unage restricted everything. Yeah, it's starting. The more this person tries to fight these claims, it seems that the more evidence that it is. This is true. But anyways, let's continue on. Let's see what other points you have to make. And that's what they said, which could be another reason. But like I said, whether you intended it or not at first, it happens, and you clearly proved that wait, I gotta formulate myself. So basically, you kind of proved through just unage restricting everything that you're fine with this happening. Even if you, just to get, more views and subs. For them, or whatever. He then went on to claim that reporting my channel and described to him is the right thing to do on the platform. Now, reporting this channel is a very, great good, because you could be protecting children from a lifelong addiction to this type of stuff. From what I've heard, it is a slippery slope for them. But yeah, subscribing to me, I would appreciate it, but it's not necessarily an objectively right thing to do. But I would greatly appreciate it if you do and help fuel this entire thing. Does that sound right? Because it sounds like he's targeting a similar audience as I'm supposedly trying to attract. I hate it when this happens, bro. Okay, so now that I cut that unnecessary part out where I fixed everything, does that sound right? Because it sounds like he's targeting a similar audience as the one I'm supposedly trying to attract. Well, now here's the thing. I'm not gonna say my age, because there could be, preds around, but what I will say is this. My videos target a similar age demographic, which I don't know if they are currently trying to say that I'm targeting little kids or people my age, because I'm pretty sure Psycat's targeting people their age, which, I mean, I don't know, but I'd have to guess that they're probably in their teen years, probably, just from, the way that they talk, because I've talked to them on Discord before. But yeah, let's continue. It helps to keep people like this off the platform. That's a quotation mark. Yes, I did say that I make Christian content, and they're pulling my words out of context. And this word, they pulled my words out of context, and they put words in my mouth, because I never said this in any of my videos. You shouldn't put quotation marks over something that I didn't say. But reporting channels like this, yes, would keep people like this off the platform. I'm not ashamed of that, because I don't want any other little kid to have to suffer through this whole thing. Says, yes, I do make Christian content. It's a very masculine type of Christian content, though. And I make a lot of VR videos, too. Usually a mix between the two. Because VR is a pretty cool demographic. Form to put it through, or whatever. Let us continue. Okay. Hold on. So that doesn't seem right, because you post content that seems a lot like assimilation and getting people to join your quote-unquote Christian community. So, putting Christian in quotation marks is a little, strange, if you ask me. I don't really have a community. To be fair, I don't. I'd like to have one, but I'm not a very charismatic guy. I may have a community one day, but for now, no. But assimilation, Yeah, if you're a Christian, you might like this channel. You might not. I mean, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, like, if you're a secularist or an atheist or some other religion, then you're fine here too. Because, like I said, it's a mix between the two. Sometimes I just make plain old VR content. Says, that doesn't seem right because you're... So, yeah, basically, assimilation. I'd be glad for somebody that's another religion to assimilate or like become a Christian, because it's a pretty good religion. I mean, like, it's that God basically came down to a human level instead of every other religion that says you have to climb your way up to God. It's like, it's a really powerful story. You know, I wish people like this will actually find out what Christianity's all about, really. Alright, besides, you can't say who's morally wrong or right in this ridding platforms of certain communities. Morally wrong or right. To be fair, you've basically proven to me, because your community's full of children that watch this. I literally look at your comments, read them, I look at the people's channels, and they play Steal a Brain Rot, and they're about 9, 10 years old, maybe. I even saw one video where it was this 10-year-old in this person's comment section asking if they could be a part of the quote-unquote inflation madness or whatever the freak. But, continuing further, that was hecka cringy. That voice I did. But, yeah, ridding platforms of certain communities. Now, community is a strong word in this situation, because it's basically just a group beat session for minors. But yeah, calling it a community is kind of a hefty word to put on such content, because I don't want to show it to you. I don't want to traumatize my viewers. Let's continue through this video. Now, I wouldn't really care about this to prove my point, but... Okay. Let's see. Okay. You said you were going to quote-unquote prove your point, which you did for a while, but you lost subscribers from it, and your view count went down by a lot. And so, this is just straight up hypocrisy and lying in and of itself. But that doesn't fix the problem at all. No, it doesn't, because I saw a lot of kids in your comment section, Psycat, that are using their parents' phone, and their parents are okay with this, which is even, frankly, kind of more disgusting than you. But, yeah, you're going to take my words way out of context in this video, because I'm just being completely transparent. But it does mitigate the problem. It's like wearing Class 1 body armor, per se. It doesn't stop everything, but it'll stop some minor threats. It's not gonna... Or even better, this channel does kind of go against YouTube community guidelines, so it probably should be just completely taken down, actually. But I was willing to settle for it just being age restricted, but here they are unage restricting everything for freaking views and subs. So, here we go. This crap again. Just goes to show that you should mind your own business and go about your day. Now, I would love to do that. I would love to just go sit around all day and play many of these many cool VR games that I have, but sometimes we got to do things. Some things need to be done. And fixed, pretty much. And I'm doing everything I can. Let's continue. Anyways, so So here, I thank you for that. Like, that stopped them, though. It didn't. Well, actually, it didn't stop one guy. Anyways, you guys can keep or stop. It's your choice. So yeah, this is somewhat of an invitation, or okay for the children in your comment section. Should you really enjoy something that slowly destroys your mind from the inside out? It's just... Do I really have to explain this? There we go. That's the end of the video. Like and subscribe, because that will get me more popular. I don't think this video will really get that much attention, but please do go and report this channel, because it's frankly kind of heinous. Alright. That'll be the end of this video.